Okay, so I'm real casual with the people I record for. So just introduce yourself. Just say your name.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
Okay, this is my dumbass friend
Hello.
who's a casual Star Wars fan,
Very, very
a
casual.
fucking normie.
I'm so sorry.
So, grand idea, folks. I try to explain deep lore shit to a casual fan. And by the end of it, depending on how much information he's retained, I will have done either a good job or a bad job. Are you ready?
You know, I just don't retain information very well to begin with. Right?
Exactly, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so today we get to talk about the Ssi-ruuvi.
Is that the dinosaurs?
I don't know why I expect you. I looked at you like you were gonna know what the fuck I was talking about. Okay, yeah, they're the space dinosaurs.
Ssi-ruuvi.
Ssi-ruuvi.
Yeah.
So it's like SSI-RUUVI, but it's just C-Ruby.
Ssi-ruuvi.
The Ssi-ruu or Ssi-ruuk.
What?
Ssi-ruuk is like a singular, or like a Ssi-ruu is more like it's a little more complicated. Okay, someone came up with the entire culture of space dinosaurs.
Alright. Is this how school is?
Tuma and his mates can't even spell reasonable.
All me gotta be able to spell is kill. Kyyyl.
Now that coronavirus exists?
No,
We're in
you
school
can't
right
say
now.
you can't say that on YouTube.
Oh, shit. I don't know
It doesn't
how
matter. I
YouTube
don't
works.
monetize my videos, so it
I
doesn't.
don't know how
it doesn't-
YouTube works.
It doesn't matter. They're demonetizing you, but I don't monetize my videos, so
Well then, here's my nipple.
ew. I'll cut that part out. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dinosaurs.
Anyway, so they get introduced in the first like real novel. I mean, I don't think it was the first Star Wars novel, but it was like the first real novel about what happened like directly after Episode 6.
Okay.
So Luke is suffering from like some sort of body damage because he gets electrocuted the fuck in the 6th movie. So he's like all jittery and like his bones are all fucked up and shit. So he's healing. Yeah, it's real funny, isn't it?
His bones.
Good. Anyway, so there's a world like, oh my god, I just realized how much I'm going to explain. All right, in Legends, the only good canon of Star Wars,
Yes.
2/3 of the galaxy are explorable by normal means,
Okay.
by exploration, hyperspace, whatever. But there is this chunk, this 1/3 of the galaxy that is barely mapped, called the unknown regions.
That makes sense.
And it's not because it's unknown or whatever, it's because exploring it is very difficult. Because there is a hyperspace anomaly that no one can explain. And it's
Okay.
not really ever been explained in detail or books. They come up with like fan theories or in-universe theories for why they exist, but no one has like an exact reason for it. I think it just was a thing that authors were like, oh, let's just leave it alone.
Okay.
Point is there's an unknown regions that's hard to get into. The Ssi-ruuvi have their little Imperium, which they call it, out in the unknown regions. They have like a little tiny blob of space that they own.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Well, after Episode 6, Empire's in shambles, other shit's going down, this one little world right on the border with the unknown regions called Bakura gets invaded by the space dinosaurs.
Ssi-ruuvi.
Ssi-ruuvi, there you go. Now, I don't remember all the details of the book because I haven't read it in a fucking long time. It's not the greatest Star Wars novel. It's alright. Luke gets his first non-girlfriend in that book.
Non-girlfriend?
Luke has like 4 girlfriends before he ends up with his wife.
Oh, you just meant like his relationship that's not a girlfriend because it's more than that?
No, it's like a girlfriend, but it doesn't go anywhere because it's like, I have to stay here and be with my people, but you must go off and do your thing.
Oh, I was really hoping it'd be gay.
Gay!
No!
Not like full gay, just like partial gay.
I told you not to be gay in this.
No,
Anyway.
you told me not to be weird.
Okay, well then don't be... Anyway, my point being, is that... What was my point? I don't even remember what my fucking point was. Oh, it's his girlfriend.
Had this fake girlfriend.
So, I don't know. His girlfriend's like Mally or Millie, whatever the fuck her name is. Fucking... What's her name? Callista. Callista Ming. She doesn't go any fucking where.
That's a dope name, though.
There's this one blue alien, and her species has, like, feathers for hair.
Ooh.
That one, I think she ends up, like, losing her memory because of stupid plot shit. And then we end up with Mara Jade, and everyone loves Mara Jade. When you say anything bad about Mara Jade, you will be crucified. Which is why Disney is also fucked up there, because they were like, no one will give a shit if we destroy all these characters who've been here for like 30 years, right? Anyway.
It makes me furious.
Back to my original point. The Ssi-ruuvi attack Bakura, and they're abducting people because they have this weird technology that none of the rest of the galaxy use called, like, entrenchment or something like that. I don't know. I know I'm saying it wrong, community. I don't give a fuck. Basically, what they do is they take sentient beings and they strap them to, like, tables, and they suck the soul out of them.
They make a fine sandwich also.
And they use soul energy to power all of their technology.
Okay.
And it's very ineffective. So they're like abducting people, and of course, like the rebels / New Republic show up, and they're like, well, you need to get the fuck out of here. And like the Empire's trying to work with the fucking space dinosaurs. And they have this weird culture where like they have a prophecy of their own of like some chosen hermaphroditic dinosaur that's supposed to show up and like lead them. It's a long story of basically another alien species decades later like uses that prophecy and pretends to be like their prophet, their like messiah, and then like uses them to attack. It's a long
like
story.
Road to El Dorado style.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck that means.
You know. Boy.
I've seen it, I just don't remember it, alright?
Okay.
I preferred Sinbad. But anyway, so, like, their technology is not great. It kind of sucks, actually. And, like, I forgot if it was in that book, but in some source somewhere, there's a car passing by if you hear that. In some source, it was like Emperor Palpatine actually, like, had like negotiations with the fucking space dinosaurs, like, oh, sure, you can invade some border worlds and take people to use for your shitty technology. I, on the other hand, want to learn about your shitty technology. I don't know. Emperor Palpatine does a bunch of evil shit for evil reasons in like the books and the comics and stuff. It's like,
Let the hate flow through you.
Something.
Dark side.
Something.
Complete.
It checks out.
Emperor Palpatine, do you want to, you know, do normal emperor shit like rule the galaxy? No, let's burn a bunch of children to see how they glow. It's like he does evil shit for evil's sake. So he's like, yeah, I'll work with these space dinosaurs. Oh yeah, and they're racist. Like the space dinosaurs hate everyone who isn't a space dinosaur.
The dinosaurs are racist?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ssi-ruuvi, they hate non-Ssi-ruuvi. And they have their own slave caste, if I can speak right. I think they're called, I think you pronounce it Peewicks or something. They're like smaller, kind of daintier versions of themselves, but they're treated like slaves because they're just weaker and
Because they're
incapable.
tiny.
Yeah. And they also their coming messiah is supposed to free them and lift them up, but also rule the whole society. It's a very complicated, like, lore.
There's so much more than I ever thought there ever was in my whole life.
About this one topic or about the whole thing?
All of it.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of lore. There's... When did... Return of the Jedi... I'm doing the Gordon Ramsay clap thing.
Okay.
I'll put a clip in so they know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know why the fuck he does this. So he walks out of a fucking building. He's just like, right, the Greens.
He's a very serious man.
He does a lot of this shit too. Like, what are you, a mobster from New Jersey?
Yes.
Anyway, way off topic. What the fuck was I talking about?
The slaves.
Oh yeah, the slaves. Wait, was it?
No, just that there's so much.
Oh yeah, ever since Return of the Jedi, like what, 80 fucking 6, 7? I'm forgetting the exact date. But ever since then, up until 2014, there was lore. So 87, 97. That's 10 years. 2007, 20. My brain just stopped working there for a minute. Anyway, you get my point. There's like 30 years of just lore. And really good lore. And it was all thrown away because of Disney and their cocksuckery. Anyway.
Cocksuckery.
Yeah, they're cocksuckery, dude. So, when they invade, all that shit happens. They push them off and they're like, go back to the unknown regions. And they fuck off. Now, this is what I was mentioning earlier. They don't really cause any problems, and I think a lot of the authors just kind of forget. You know how some extended lore is, where it's like an author comes up with an idea, puts it in a book or whatever. It's a big deal for that book, and then it's never mentioned ever again. Mm-hmm. Star Wars tries to incorporate shit from like the past into like, well, they did, into like new books, especially James Luceno. Because James Luceno, and I'm going to kind of explain a little bit of some lore here, we'll talk about it again later, came up with, or he wanted to come up with an idea for like a Sith Empire hiding in the unknown regions that invades the galaxy. But back in the day, George had to approve all ideas before they became canon.
Okay.
Which is why it worked.
Yes.
And he went to George, and George was like, well, that doesn't really work with my chosen one thing. Because if there's a whole empire of them out in the unknown regions, what does killing one and himself, kind of, in the end of the movies do for anything? And James Luceno was like, well, fuck. Now what do? Well, James Luceno came up with a whole new species of aliens called Yuuzhan Vong. And they're masochistic, non-force feeling, understanding, pagan fucking space orcs.
They sound like a great fucking time. Like, they throw good ass parties.
I absolutely fucking hate them.
I can feel your anger.
We'll talk about them another time and why they're pieces of shit and they break the lore sometimes. But anyway, they invade because they come from a different galaxy. They're like one of 3 or 4 species that come from a whole other galaxy. They invade the Star Wars galaxy from the unknown regions because George was like, oh yeah, sure, fine, I don't give a shit about that, as long as they're not Sith. Well, they use all sorts of backwards, underhanded tactics to try and undermine the New Republic. And one of them is like getting some of their old enemies to like declare war again. So they have these stupid elven cloaks from like Lord of the Rings that they wear and that like morphs their body.
Ew.
Into whatever they need it to look like, so they can look like humans or whatever. One of them wears it, looks like their hermaphrodite messiah.
Oh no.
And like raises up the Peewicks, whatever however you pronounce it, and like uses the Imperium to go to war, and they invade Bakura again because they're obsessed with this one planet. And so, like, in the middle of the Yuuzhan Vong, the New Jedi Order, which is the book series, is like fucking 20 books long. And somewhere in the middle of that, it's like, oh, you know, these aliens are murdering us in the trillions because they just murder. They, like, sacrifice millions of people to their gods.
Blood for the blood god! Blood for the blood god! Blood for the blood god!
Hey, those space dinosaurs are invading again. People are like, oh, fucking great, you know? It's like, can't you leave us the fuck alone? And then, of course, they have to go there, kill the Messiah being, who's actually an alien, not a space... I know that sounds dumb. Who's not a space dinosaur.
It's like, I'm pretty sure they're all aliens.
Shut the fuck up. He goes there and kills... I don't even remember who does it. It's such a, like, secondary fucking plot. When it happens, and then the Ssi-ruuvi are like, oh no... How could we have been lied to? Then the Vong just invade them and start destroying their planets too. It's like, what was the point of that? So that's why I get annoyed with the New Jedi Order series. Because they bring back shit that had been like put in books, comics, whatever. just so that the Vong can wreck their shit. Just so that everyone's be like, ooh, they're so fucking bad and terrible and scurry. Something about that you find funny?
It's just, they're just having such a bad time.
Who's the space dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have a great time. They kind of get fucked real bad.
I mean, it's their fault for doing some shenanigans.
Yeah, it kind of is. But, you know, I don't know if they deserved exactly all that they got. I mean, they got wrecked. Like, I don't know. I feel like they could have done more with them. But then again, it is kind of hard to be like, well, we have dinosaurs that suck people's souls. They use them to power our technology and then make them manageable. Like, how do you have diplomacy with people who are like, hey, do you have any people you can give us, please? Because we're running out of batteries. What do you use for batteries? People. Although we could just clone like brain dead people, I guess.
Oh, but that's an ethical problem, I feel like.
Is it though? Clones aren't people.
Okay.
I have the firm conviction that clones aren't people, Ryan.
Okay. I don't know. I've never met a clone. I wouldn't know.
Well, have you ever met, was it Betsy the sheep?
Her name was Dolly, I'm pretty sure.
Dolly, Betsy, is the same old tiny
It
bullshit.
is not.
Dolly the sheep, all sorts of health problems.
I'm like 90% sure it's Dolly. I could
Okay,
be wrong.
Dolly Parton the sheep,
Don't.
whatever.
Some big boobies on that
Oh,
sheep.
Jesus Christ. This is the worst video I've ever made in my life.
You're welcome.
Anyway, point being... Actually, no, that's not the point. What did you learn today, Ryan?
Okay, so there's these dinosaur boys, and they live in that unknown area that people know about, but they don't go there. That's some shady shit over there.
They
So-
try to, they just...
Yeah, it's shady as fuck.
Okay, anyway, go.
Don't interrupt me. I'm teaching now. So they are pulling some Dementor shit, trying to suck the souls out of people for. Don't roll your eyes at me.
Just keep going.
So everybody was like, "That's not cool," and they were like, "Fuck y'all," and then everybody started fucking their shit up. Am I wrong?
Oh my god.
Was that wrong?
No, technically no. It's just
Then shut the fuck
you condensed a lot of information.
Yeah.
I'm very I'm very shocked you could do that.
Spark Notes. That's me now.
I'm trying to drink, man.
Well, that's your mistake.
Spark notes?
Yeah. I'm your personal.
Are you
I'm
gonna
like,
open up Notepad?
yeah.
What's the fucking little clip man in old computer shit?
I don't know his name.
Oh,
Clippy.
fuck. Clippy. You're just clip. Just Clippy. This big old bug eye just looking at you. Just look at the notes about the space dinosaurs. He's trying to give you like those Windows pointers.
Yeah.
It's just like, did you know that space dinosaurs invaded the planet in, I don't know, 15 BBY, their timeline system? Just like, fuck no, I didn't. Do you want to know more? Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, man. Throw that in my essay.
Oh, God. This is a bad idea.
Look at that's your cough right
Yeah,
there.
I can see my cough.
That's your virus.
Get the fuck. My virus?
Yeah.
You're my fucking virus.
Thank you.
Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit that bell icon below.
Oh, God. Ugh, that just sounds wrong. Check out the Patreon.
Fuel the algorithm.
It's the end of the video. Damn. Do you have anything to say?
I gotta say, from the start of this, I didn't expect these dinosaurs to be like people. So I was real confused for a long time. I thought they were just straight up lizards. And then you're like, nah, they're doing shit. And I was like, oh fuck.
They shoot people.
Oh fuck.
They have-
Dinosaurs with guns.
Yeah, they're like raptors with guns and grenades, and like they have like fucking weapons belts and shit.
Oh my god.
Like the clip art, not the clip art. The I was thinking of Clippy. The fucking art that they have, and like the. This was the end of the video in the fucking timeline. Stupid encyclopedias. There we go. I couldn't think of encyclopedia. They have like fucking like grenade belts going down their bodies, and they're like running with fucking guns and blasters in their hands. They're real rad sometimes, but they kind of suck at their job. They're kind of dumb.
Yeah, that's because they're on some shady shit.
No, it's because they're fucking saurian lizards.
Dinosaurs do have pretty small brains.
And that's where we're ended. Goodbye.